Collingwood in 1970, a Collingwood threatened by an unknown disaster. For Barnabas Collins has just returned from 1995 with 6 clues to what will happen before the catastrophe, which will cause the family to leave the great house. One of the clues is an unfinished horoscope, and Sebastian Shaw has just refused to complete Carolyn's. So Barnabas goes to Sebastian to try and persuade the astrologist to finish the chart. But he is unsuccessful, and Sebastian leaves the room in anger.
Mr. Shaw! Mr. Shaw, please!
Sebastian!
Roxanne! Roxanne, it's you.
I'm sorry. Do we know each other? Who are you?
Barnabas Collins.
Well, we haven't met, and yet you know my name. How?
I knew someone exactly like you at another time. Her name was Roxanne. Roxanne Drew.
But that's my last name. Where did you say you knew this girl?
Very near here. But in another time.
Another time. Well, you mean many years ago. You see, I've been here just a few weeks. Sebastian and I work together. But I can't tell you how this fascinates me, Mr. Collins. Now, did this Roxanne have a family near here?
No, she lived alone.
And she's gone now.
Yes. Gone.
How incredible. Sebastian has told me about astral twins.
Astral twins?
Yes. People who are born in different parts of the country, usually at the same exact moment. Their horoscopes are the same, but very often they have similar names. Their lives parallel each other to every detail. I never thought I had an astral twin.
And it doesn't frighten you?
Why should it? No. I want to meet your Roxanne.
That will not be possible.
You say that with such finality.
Perhaps you will make up for the fact that she's not here.
Were you waiting to see Sebastian?
I've seen him. He was meditating.
Oh, yes. It is time for that.
Am I keeping you from it?
No.
Then you don't mind if I stay a while? If you work together, perhaps you can help me. You see, I came here to ask him to finish my cousin Carolyn's horoscope, but for some reason he refused to do it. I was thinking that perhaps you might help to change his mind.
Oh, I wouldn't do it. Sebastian does what he wants to do.
And you admire that?
Oh, yes. Very much.
Well, since that you work together, perhaps you could finish it yourself.
Mr. Collins, we do work together. I couldn't possibly do something that he's refused to finish.
Miss Drew. Roxanne. Can we discuss this further?
No.
But I do want to see you again. I'm fascinated by the idea of astral twins. We have much to discuss. Can I see you again?
Of course.
Are you free later this evening? We might have a late dinner.
Mr. Collins.
Please.
All right.
I'll pick you up at 10.
No, I'll meet you there.
Till 10, then.
Oh, Hallie, how are you feeling?
Oh, much better, thank you. Tax records? You sure like funny things.
Not funny at all.
They're so old.
All from the 1840s. A record of all real estate taxes paid in this county.
How did you ever get interested in something like that?
Well, I'm trying to find out about Rose Cottage.
Oh, yes, you asked me if I ever heard of it, didn't you?
You hadn't.
Why is it so important to find it? I mean, if no one knows where it is, or even what it is.
I have a theory that it was once an estate around here. Abandoned now, probably, because it doesn't exist.
Who cares?
I care. Barnabas cares.
Why?
Why do you ask so many questions, Hallie? We don't like mysteries, that's all. I've always been fascinated by history. When I came here, I was writing a book, The History of the Collins Family. Rose Cottage is obviously part of that history. I'd like to know what part it was.
Is that the only reason?
What else could there be?
I don't know. Dr. Hoffman. Good luck.
The Java Queen. Hey, you know, I've been thinking. I think this is a model of a real ship.
You know that.
I do not.
You've seen it in the harbor.
Hallie, I have not seen it.
You're calling me that name again. Why do you do that, Tad?
It's happened to you again, hasn't it? You're Carrie now.
I'm always Carrie, silly. Do you know what she's doing downstairs?
Who? What are you talking about?
She's trying to find Rose Cottage. She'll never find it.
Why won't she, Carrie?
Never.
Why won't she?
You know.
I've forgotten. You tell me.
You've forgotten?
Yes. What does Rose Cottage mean to us?
Sometimes I don't understand you, Tad.
Are you going to tell me or not?
I'll not play such silly games.
Well, I won't play your game either, Hallie.
Don't call me that!
You're not Carrie.
Why do you say that?
Because you're Hallie. You're Hallie!
David. Why were you shaking me?
You don't know? You don't remember? Of course, I didn't remember either when it happened to me. Oh, Hallie, you've been near the playroom again.
No, I haven't. I was in the drawing room with Dr. Hoffman. And then I saw Daphne. And then I went into the hall.
And then?
I don't know. Oh, David, what are we going to do?
I think we're just going to have to do what Daphne tells us. Then maybe she'll let us be ourselves all the time.
I'm afraid. Afraid she'll do something else to me. Or something to you.
We'll just have to do what she says.
I'm afraid if we don't do it, then we'll be Carrie and Tad all the time.
Hello.
Is this Collinwood?
Yes, it is.
Could I speak to Barnabas Collins, please?
Well, he's not in at the moment, but I'm expecting him soon. Who's calling, please?
This is Roxanne Drew.
Roxanne, this is Julia Hoffman.
Oh, you must have confused me with the other Roxanne. Mr. Collins mentioned her to me.
Oh? Did he?
Yes. Could I leave a message for Mr. Collins?
Of course.
But I'm afraid I won't be able to have supper with him tonight. I am sorry.
I'll tell him.
Oh, please do. I hate the thought of him waiting there for me.
Yes, I understand.
Well, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Roxanne.
Julia, did you have any luck with the records?
No, not yet.
Have you been through all of them?
I have one more book to go through. I had to stop because there was a telephone call.
Julia, the most incredible thing has happened. Roxanne.
I know. I know you found her. She telephoned. She can't have supper with you tonight.
Why not?
Well,
What did you say?
She didn't give any reason. I didn't ask Barnabas.
There's a connection between her and Sebastian Shaw. He found out that I wanted to see her and stopped her.
Barnabas, you're presuming too much.
Julia, you have not met her. She's exactly the same.
Well, I assume she is, but she is not the same person.
Julia, from the few times I've been with her, I know that that's Roxanne.
Why do I always have to be the one to talk sense, to repeat what you have said to me? Barnabas, do you remember me in Parallel Time?
Of course.
I am not the same person as that Julia.
That has nothing to do with it.
It does. You do not know this Roxanne.
Julia, I haven't been wrong very often when it comes to judgment of people.
No, you haven't.
I know this is Roxanne. I know it.
All right, Barnabas. We just have to wait and find out.
Howie, I bet if we went to the record bureau, we'd find out that there was a ship called the Java Queen. Who owned her and everything. You said you saw her in the harbor.
David, do you smell the lilacs? She's coming.
Don't be afraid. You can't be afraid. We have to find out everything we can from her.
I see her.
We were just talking about the Java Queen. There's so much you could tell us about it if you would. About the ship and Rose Cottage.
They're trying to find out about Rose Cottage.
We'd like to find out too. Will we ever know about Rose Cottage? Will you show us Rose Cottage now? When? When?
David, she's taking care of us like she took care of Tad and Carrie. It's as if we were going to become them.
Don't be afraid. She's gone. When will we ever find out about Rose Cottage? When?
my message.
I did, but I decided to come anyway. May I come in? Or will Mr. Shaw mind?
Come in.
I was hoping I could get you to change your mind about dinner.
I'm sorry. You won't be able to.
May I ask you why?
Well, I'd forgotten something that I'd planned to do.
Will you be free tomorrow night?
No, I'm busy tomorrow night.
The next? When will you be free? I see.
No, you don't see. It's just that I don't go out very much. I really am not free to.
Oh?
Good night, Mr. Collins. I am sorry.
Are you? We shall see each other again. I assure you of that.
Come on, David. We'll be late. I promise we'll be on time. It's very important.
Where are we, Hallie?
We're at Rose Cottage. We've been asked to a party.
Rose Cottage? I thought we'd never see it.
I knew we would.
What kind of party is it?
A birthday party.
A birthday? Oh, I didn't bring a present. Whose party is it?
Oh, look! They're waiting for us. Oh, what a lovely cake.
Well, who are they?
Look and see.
This is yours. It has your name.
And this is yours.
But he's not me.
Don't ruin the party. We'll sit in these chairs.
But that says Carrie.
That's for me.
That says Tad.
For you, obviously.
Let's get out of here.
We can't. It's Gerard's party.
Gerard? Who's Gerard?
Just sit down and you'll see.
Hallie,
David,
what are you doing here?
I had this dream.
About Rose Cottage
How did you know?
and a birthday party
A birthday party with place cards.
and Daphne's face at the window.
David, how could we have the same dream?
I don't know. Why are we here now? We have to go in there.
I know. David! David! David, we were in that doll's house.